I'm John.
I'm Heather.
And we live in Raymore, Missouri. We have 3 very active daughters. Our daughters are very active in soccer and other activities, which pretty much takes up all of our time.
We built this house in 2010, May of 2010, we moved in. And basically, when we moved in, the backyard was just grass.
And a 10 by 10 patio that we had underneath our deck over there. So over time, when you have green space and a lot of active kids and parties in the backyard, we eventually came up with kind of what we wanted to do and had a general idea of the concept we wanted to transform our backyard into.
First it started that we just wanted like a pergola. And then we were like, well, we might as well have it covered. And then we were like, well, if it's gonna be covered, then we can have it as an actual living space. Well, if it's gonna be a living space, then maybe we could put a fireplace out there. And then if we're gonna do that, we need to have a big enough concrete slab, space for all of our get-togethers and friends. And then if we're gonna do that, then we're gonna have to put a grill in. So it just kind of spiraled with the idea of having a covered structure out here.
We plan on living in the house for a long period of time, so we want to enjoy. Again, we're spending most of our summer's days, especially holidays, outside. It's an opportunity that we could really enjoy and take family time to sometimes to the next level and being together.
It's home, we're here. We have our kids, our family. This is where we are and this is important to us. And especially with the lake and the house back here, this is where we're gonna be majority of our time in the summer. And this would be a great investment.
We had several quotes and bids from other contractors. We came up with the idea of a general concept of what we wanted and asked them to kind of present some of the bids. We did have a few bids that were probably a little bit lower as far as cost and price, but my wife did a very good job of researching and networking out to friends in the neighborhood to figure out what would be best, who would they recommend. And so with that, as well as the presentation, we also got 3D drawings.
Initially, I think he just kind of sketched, and then he went back, and a couple days later he sent a kind of a rough drawing, I would say, of what we had talked about. And then I wanted to go a little bit further from that. I was having a hard time visualizing it, and so he sent it over to his 3D graphic design person. And that person, a couple days later, sent us back an amazing 3D where it all came to life and I could really see my vision come to light. They put in the covered structure, an aerial view looking down at all the concrete work that we wanted. And that's what really sold me, because I could actually see exactly what I wanted and not just sketched out. I actually had a great experience with the crews. I was here mostly the whole time. He was always at work. Friendly, on time. They were always here when they said they were going to be here, but they became friends with my dogs. They didn't care if the dogs were out here when they were working, and the kids would come home after school and talk to them, wave to them, and it was really friendly, nice, professional. They came when said they were going to come, and they were really tidy. There was never any trash anywhere, which we've had some workers come do stuff and you find cups and stuff like that, but they were really great, no issues. If somebody is looking for a hardscape contractor, obviously do your research, go online, look at their website, see if you even like what they do, what they put out. I was drawn to Hinkle Hardscapes. I like the colors of their concrete. I like the different patterns and the stamp work that they did. So I would just say do your research. Obviously you want to stay in your budget, but sometimes you go over a little bit and it's just, is it worth it? And for us it was.
Treating people up front and the customer service is a big key. When you're spending a lot of money, sometimes even if you are spending a few extra dollars, it's going to be done right and it's going to be done professional, on time. Those things do help, and it helps make the process, and that the money that you are spending is well worth it.
One of the reasons why we went with Hinkle is because I emailed 2 or 3 different companies, and Ken responded to me within hours, and nobody else responded, and maybe it was 2 or 3 days. Maybe a week later they would, get a hold of me, and I'm like, sorry, I already went with somebody else. So he was very prompt right away, actually, like the same day he responded back asking what we were interested in. So that kind of drew me to him. We love it. We can't wait to enjoy it.